Training methods. On-the-job training. First-hand knowledge and experience is given under actual working conditions. The trainee learns to perform the job while rendering services to the organization. Emphasis on rendering services most efficiently rather than merely learning to do the job. Methods are job rotation, coaching, job instruction, and group assignments. Off-the-job method. Vestibule training. Actual work conditions are simulated in a training center. Role playing. Participants play roles such as production manager, mechanical engineer, quality control inspector, etc. This method is used for developing interpersonal relations. Lecture method. This direct instruction method can deal with a large group of trainees cost effectively and in a short time. It should be designed to be interesting and should motivate the participants. Conference or discussion. A group of participants discuss and develop ideas, share facts, test assumptions, and draw conclusions. In the process, they gain knowledge, understanding, and analytical skills. Programmed instruction. The subject matter is presented in a series of carefully planned sequential units. Sometimes the trainee has to answer questions correctly in order to proceed to the next stage of the training. The training procedure. Preparing the instructor. The instructor must know the job to be taught, should possess the aptitude, ability, willingness, personality, and knowledge of current practices. Preparing the trainee. The trainee should be put at ease. The trainer must keep in mind that the subject is new for the trainee. Good trainer-trainee understanding should be established. Getting ready to teach. The steps are: plan the program, prepare the outline, discuss each item, move sequentially and logically, repeat in different words, use standard text when available, teach the standards of work like percentage of defects, quantity of production, etc. Presenting the operation. The operation can be taught by verbal explanation, pictures, charts, diagrams, and other training aids. Try out the trainee's performance. The trainee is asked to explain the steps and perform the operation in the presence of the trainer. Follow-up. After the training program has been completed, the progress of the trainee should be observed to judge the effectiveness of the programs and make improvements. Training can be provided within the industry or outside the industry. Training within the industry is more effective because it can be conducted by line supervisors, is economical, takes less time, trainees are familiar with the training environment, progress can be judged immediately and easily, implementation of training is more effective. The advantages of training are increased productivity, heightened morale, reduced supervision, reduced accidents, increased organizational stability. Evaluation of training programs can be done by trainees' feedback, learning quantum, job behavior, benefits to the organization, ultimate value in terms of growth, profitability, etc. Recent developments in training. Employee self-initiative, where the employees are encouraged to identify training requirements and take training initiatives on their own. Online training. Participants undergo